Alrighty, what do we got? Let's go with...
Lights on.
No, we don't need that. Alright, I don't think I have rates on this plane.
3D mode. Stabilizer mode.
Okay. Alright. Look at this. Guys, are you jealous? And gals. It's 75 degrees here. It's 5 miles, gusting to about 15 every once in a while. And I have the entire club to myself. Unbelievable.
Throttle active.
Alrighty, here we go. And the wind is kind of switching. Alright. This plane will knife edge forever. And you really don't have to do much to it at all. It just tracks. I shouldn't get in the sun. A little hard to see where I am. I finally swapped out. So I guess most of my issues with this plane seem to have been from trying to run a FrSky receiver on it. It didn't like that. I had a FrSky XM Plus or something like that, and I lost signal with that so many times, even though I've did the tuning on the radio several times. So I thought I'd mess it up every time. Did the tuning, still would lose signal, and I crashed this plane a couple times. I'm actually surprised at how well it still looks, given that it was up here. And so when you lose power, or when it goes into failsafe, it kind of just drops. I mean, even though this is a floaty plane, up here in this altitude, it kind of just drops and hard. You gotta love a plane that can do that. Yeah, it just kind of floats down to the ground. You'd think when you lose power it would do that, but I guess since I'm landing out in the rocks. Look at that. The wire gear are even, they're even in good condition still. Unbelievable. You guys, back again, and check it out, still nobody here. There's the flag. We're still got a little bit of breeze. It's not bad. Got, you know, kind of comes and goes, but it would help if I connected the battery. Yeah. Let's see here. There we go. Good old FlySky. It takes like 2 seconds to bind up. Alright, we got all our surfaces.
Throttle active.
Taking off. Try to put this one a little bit, the battery in a little bit further up. I'm acting really tail heavy for some reason. It seems to be a little better. I don't have a stabilizer in this one at all. It's just the FlySky directly to the servos. Oh, I love this plane though. It's still just like that up deflection there. I don't think I did that. I don't know. I got some twitchy fingers though. It doesn't help that I haven't really been flying anything big in 6 months or so. So, yeah, my fingers are a little twitchy. All right, well, we're coming in for a landing here. Oh, did you guys see that? I am buttering these landings right now. I don't know why. I even buttered my Hobby King 64mm Viper. That's unheard of. I had a guy up here, one of the other club members was giving me some tips, and I think I can remember them. All right, well, here's the Voltigeur. I have no idea how you pronounce it. It's a fun plane. $100, you can't beat this. All right, guys, you're gonna see me fly this and hopefully land it right. I'm running 2 3S 2200 stubby packs. I have to push them all the way up past the. Well, they just barely grab onto the back of the batteries, but they are so tight in there anyway. I'm running a Lemon RX XT60 power metering, and so it can only go up to a 5S battery, which seems really strange. So I have no power metering on this. I just use the timer, unfortunately. But so I'm only getting like a 2.5 minute flight on the throttle proportional. So, all right, let's see here. I'm thinking about swapping my entire fleet over to AR if. God, maybe I shouldn't. I can't pronounce it. ELRS. Just because they're so easy and cheap. And you can get a stabilizer. You need a Hobby Eagle stabilizer, and for like $23 if you want, and you can get a ER4 for like $16 as long as those stupid tariffs don't stick around. Oh, actually, I want to fly down from here. If that happened, you know, between that, I mean, that's maybe it's not as good as Spectrum, but you know, I fly airplanes without stabilizers, so anything is better than nothing, I guess. My gosh, the wind is almost non-existent now. All right, we got ailerons, elevator, rudder. Let's do this.
Throttle active.
You know what? Since I'm the only one at the club, I can stand in the middle of the runway and do this. Whoa. All right. Up we go. Very easy to fly. That Lemon stabilizer, it does a really good job. That's something I wouldn't do if there was anybody else at the club. Full speed pass right there. It sounds so good. So this is the, you know, this is the 2 3S battery, so it's a 6S 64mm. I don't really know if you need that. Like my Marlin, it flew decent up here. Actually, I think this might fly a little better. I feel like it's got a little bit more oomph for takeoff. I know that's what my Marlin, when I first flew up here, my Marlin, I would lose it on takeoff every dang time because it just didn't have the oomph to push it up to how I was used to pushing it up. All right, we're gonna go ahead and land.
Flaps half.
Oh, well, okay. That wasn't the most beautiful, but you guys got to understand, I was pogoing like crazy up here before. That was a little hop. I wouldn't call that a pogo. I'd call that a hop. But yeah, I wish I could have had a nicer landing for y'all to watch, but oh well. All right, we'll see what the plane is next. All right, guys, next to the last flight. Look at that. Look at that windsock. You can't ask for better. It's still 73 degrees up here. Coloradans are crazy not being up here. All right, Voltigeur.
Throttle active.
Move the battery up a little bit more. We'll see how that does. That seems smoother. which makes sense. I mean, if it's a little nose heavy, not terrible. I love being up here by myself. I guess that's more of a show pass than a knife edge. Let's try and do a knife edge on the other side. I'm usually better at this side. Yeah. Not too bad. And there it is. Hands off. Hands off. This is so cool when you have the whole field to yourself and you don't have to worry about the other runway. You can fly into their flight path anyway, anytime you want to. Oh. That was not as smooth as I've been doing. Now I'm holding myself to a higher standard. Alright, one more battery to fly before I leave. I actually was supposed to do 11 flights today, but my 800 millimeter Trojan, or T-28, it decided that one of the ruts in the landing strip was too much for the front wheel and kind of bent it and busted it off. I think the servo, because the wheel's just kind of free floating there. All right. Oh, this is such a good day when you walk back to your car and all your plane. Well, I better not say that yet. But if the next flight goes as well as I wanted it to. Oh, I should say, well, the T-28, that was through no fault of my own. I will take you know, the random happenstance. I'm fine with that. But all right, let's see here. All right, talk to you a bit, you guys. Last flight of the day.
Throttle active.
And the wind is kind of coming from that direction, I guess, but not by much. Oh, that's nice. Okay, I have said a lot of bad things about Flex Innovations. Maybe I was wrong. I don't know. Maybe I just got unlucky with the bad wing, or, well, not the bad wing, but the lights. Yeah, the lights were completely dead in one wing. And I've specifically got this plane for up here, flying in the dusk, because, man, in the summertime, the sun goes down, or starts going down, it drops temperature so quick, it feels so good. Oh yeah, that's flying good. I think you could do this all flight long. I do remember that was the one thing I loved about this plane when I first got it. It's like, oh my god, I'm a pro at knife edging. Yeah, I'm playing with fire right there. These gusts will come up, bite you without you even knowing it.
We're low on juice.
Alright, this battery is obviously not as strong as my others, because my throttle timer still says I have a lot left. Oh, that's a horrible way to end this day. That was an ugly landing. Horrible. Alright, well, I don't have enough battery to get it up and around to end it on a good landing. So I'll have to go with that. Alright, man. I gotta pack up. Actually, I gotta get the corgs out of the back of the car and play with them a little bit. Talk to you in a bit. Hey there, Larry Berry. What's up, Larry Berry? Hi there, Larry Berry. All right, thanks. Good job. Good job. You gonna let me have it? You gonna let me have it? All right, ready? Hi, Larry. Hi, Larry. Hold on. You gonna let me have it, Tates? I got it now. Ready? Go, Tates! Go, Tates! This is what you can do when there's nobody else at the clubhouse, because... Alright, here we go! Ready? Uh-oh! It's right here! Larry, you're not much of a chaser, are you? You're not much of a chaser. No, you're not. Just Tato likes the chasing. Alright. Water in the flowers there, Larry. Ready? Oh, I know Larry'd rather go to the dog park, because Larry's a social animal. Larry likes watching or meeting all the dogs. I don't know where Tato gets all this energy from. Ready? Larry, you doing okay? Alright, look at his little leg shake. He gets so excited. Actually, his whole body's shaking. He's so intense. Got to keep an eye on him, because out here there's a lot of those little cactus that'll stick their paws. I had to dig one out of potatoes before I realized how bad it was out here. I let him chase a plane, and he got a little cactus in his foot, and he was not a happy camper. And he's one of those dogs that won't let you touch his feet, so I was not a happy camper either. We were both about to kill each other, I think. There we go. That's a good one. One more. One more. All right, one more. Here we go. We'll make it a good one. All right. time to drive back home. Talk to y'all later.